Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Last Class Podcast, episode 58, with your co-host Pablo.
And Matthew.
Today we have a special guest.
My name is Claudio.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
Good. How's everybody here?
Doing good, man. We're doing good.
Good.
Bueno. All right, man. So let's just start off by saying, how's your holidays going?
So far, it's a lot of fun. I've been a lot with my kids.
Okay.
I have 3 children, and we've just been, in that festive mood. So
Gotcha.
it's all about Christmas, and we're looking forward towards it.
Sounds good.
Very nice.
Sounds great, man. So where are you from?
I'm from Colombia, from Bogota specifically.
How was the life over there growing up?
It was very good. It was good in a sense where it's very different from life here in the United States since I moved here. But it's different, but it's good. It's very good.
Okay.
So when you were a child, what were some favorite memories you had in Colombia?
Some of my favorite memories were probably there are a few. Every single time that the entire family got together, like big reunions, just whatever it was. It was always celebration. It was always everybody together, all the cousins. That that core, that family, that it's just life, that family life that you have there that you don't really see that much here.
Wow.
Yeah, together, like you're together all the time.
All the time. It's all about the family.
So what hometown city was it again?
Bogota.
Bueno, en Bogotá. So, ¿cómo fue la capital or the capital? How was it over there? Was it very dangerous? Was it, chill? Was it normal? Was it relaxed? Like, how was that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So back in the day, when Bogota, it's like you said, it's the capital. Just like every other city out there, you always have to be careful. You always have to be careful about, you just never know what can happen, especially in a city like Bogota, because it's just a very big city.
Yeah.
Like comparing it to Atlanta, where we live. It's probably between 3 to 4 times bigger than that. So it's just a big city. So imagine just walking around, at night by yourself. Just don't put yourself in that kind of situation where you know that something bad eventually can happen. But I mean, it can get dangerous. Yeah, like I said, everywhere.
Yeah.
You just try to avoid putting yourself in that situation, but yes, it can get tough sometimes.
So what role did your family play when you're growing up? Were they there by your side in Colombia?
In Colombia, always, always, yeah, absolutely, like always. And when you say role, what do you mean specifically?
What were they in that was an important part of your life?
Very influential for you
Yeah.
in your growing up.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That for me, I mean, that's just the way that you grow up. That's like your mentality, everything, the way you see things, the way you approach things, and everything is because of everything you see as you grow up. So if you're surrounded, around that kind of love and that kind of people where you just know that everyone is there for everybody, then I think that's it's gonna affect you in a very positive way.
Wow. So are there any Colombian traditions or celebrations that you still cherish today?
Oh yeah, all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Could you name a few
not
for them,
one.
for the people?
I mean, obviously, when Christmas. Now that we're Christmas, novenas.
Novenas, yeah.
Like for me, buñuelos, hot chocolate, natilla.
Natilla.
That's just tradition. That's just you grow up every single year. Novenas and Christmas and New Year's. I think that everybody, everyone who knows what a Colombian or Hispanic New Year's party is, then yeah, so those are big traditions that you always have. We used to have, trying to remember what it's called, that you light
Dia de las Velitas?
the Dia de las Velitas, absolutely. And no, there's another one in New Year's where you burn the what do you call that?
Oh, el año viejo.
El año viejo.
Mm.
That we used to do. Obviously, we don't. Since we moved here to the United States, we stopped that because we probably get
Arrested. or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Like you're gonna get cops called on you and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everybody just sitting around drinking.
Just
You
burning
know,
a man
and, like,
alive.
and just literally just burning that stuff. It was fun, but it was all everyone. It's just how happy everyone was, and that's really what it all comes down to.
Yeah. So, like, how old were you when you moved to the States?
I was 17.
Wow.
I was 17.
Wow. That's a huge change, right?
Yeah, it was tough because at that age, in Colombia, as you know, when you're 18, it's like if you were 21 here in the United States. So you have access to everything when you're 18 down there. So I moved when all my friends that I literally grew up with, from school and from hockey, because I used to play hockey and soccer. That's when everybody started like going out, like out, like legally per se,
Gotcha.
And so that was really hard on me because when I moved here, I went from Bogota to Lawrenceville, and back in the day, Lawrenceville was literally just
The middle of nowhere.
Not
exactly.
Yeah.
To me, that was because you're used to that kind of life, and like going to a private high school. Over there in Colombia, like you have a specific group of friends that you always go out with and stuff like that. Here, I didn't know anyone. I kind of knew the language a little bit because the private school I went to, thankfully, was, based off of here, the United States. So English was like their target language for us, the students.
Okay.
So that helped. But just the lifestyle, man. Like the lifestyle was completely different. And when I moved here, that was what got me the most.
So you would say the most challenging part of moving here was the change in lifestyle?
Yeah.
Wow.
From over there in Colombia, like lifestyle is a lot different because first of all, it's in the city. So you have a lot of apartments, and buildings and stuff like that. So it's different,
Yeah.
Here, if you don't have a car, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You just can't. So not only that, but then like going out here in the United States, just a lot different from like going out over there. Like over there, you dance with your friends. You're just having fun. Like people are just having fun. Here, if you dance with someone, then that means that, are you into her? Are you? I'm like, no.
They start assuming stuff, right?
Like, no.
In
I'm
Colombia,
dancing.
yeah, in Colombia, everybody seems like it's normal, but here they just start judging off the bat,
Right away. I don't understand why, but again, different cultures, it's just different. So yeah.
Right. So when you moved here, how was your English? If you could scale on a 1 being terrible or 10 being fluent?
I would say my English was probably at a level 6
Oh wow.
or 7.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, maybe 6 or 7. But like I said, like the school that I went to over there, the only subject that we actually took in Spanish was language arts because it
Makes
had to
sense,
be
yeah.
in Spanish because, other than that, physics, chemistry, trigonometry, everything was in English.
English.
Everything. Like if you ask me, it's funny because if I go to a school in Colombia and they give me something like math related in Spanish, I wouldn't know the terms.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my mother, she's a calculus teacher in college.
Yeah.
So
Momo.
Oh man, that's if you're saying that, and you guys your first primary language is Spanish, and I was born here knowing English. I still struggled in English, like the physics and all that stuff.
yeah.
Imagine. Damn, it's
It's a
kind
whole
of
different language, dude.
I know.
That's just
Yeah.
So you just overcame that by just keeping it up, just keep going, just keep
Yeah.
talking to people and interactions and whatnot.
7's pretty high though.
It's more of how you put yourself, like the way that I think I did it was that how do I adapt? Like I'm gonna be living here how do I adapt? You know, like I cannot come in here and be like, you're wrong. I can't do that. You know, like if that person has, you know, his entire life has believed that, who am I to go in his life and say, you're wrong? You know, so I just like, I'm very good reading people. So like body language, like everything. And I just, you know, kind of saw like, okay, I see how things are here. And then I just, you know, started I'd like adapting to that transition. And then I don't know, I got used to it, I guess, if that makes sense.
Wow. When you first got here, what was your like first impression of the American culture?
Honestly, I loved it.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
I loved it because I was excited to move to the United States because, like, first of all, I always wanted to be able to like speak English the way that I speak English now. But it was because of like all the American movies and all that stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, that's kind of like when they go to college. Like I was like, that's interesting. Like people here in Colombia in college, you're still living with your parents. Like you live with your parents until you get married. That's literally what it is down there. Here, 18, everyone's just dying to get out of the house. Which, yeah, I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, I'm like, that's crazy. That's
Thank you,
insane,
bro.
man. That's insane. But again, different cultures, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people I know, they're like, man, I can't wait till I'm 18. I get to leave the house. I'm like, yeah, but are you stable? Like, what are your finances? Like, well, you don't have anything. You just you're gonna start building your debt, and then you're just gonna go on to debt and more into debt, and then you're not gonna be able to do anything. You know what I mean?
Silly when you have to come back knocking on your parents' door.
Like, hey,
I need to come back.
I got a room.
Will it be okay if I just, you know, come back? I mean,
Why'd
as
you
a
leave?
parent, you will expect, you know, that obviously that's always going to be your house. But at the end of the day, that's the thing. Like here in the United States, people just want to be independent, which it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. But I think that there's a way how to do it. There's a way how to do it, you know? And I say it because I moved here. I met Amanda. She's the mother of my children. In high school, we got married, and that's all she wanted. All she wanted was like, let's just buy a house. Let's just buy a house. I'm like, we're 21 years old. Like, there's no rush. Like, hold on. We gotta have something first in order for us to
stability.
go out there. But it was always like house. Like, let's buy this, let's buy that, and I'm like, okay. That's what I mean when I say like people here just want to get out and like be independent, and that's fine. But there's a way how to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So then, how'd you adapt to the education side, the education differences, and the schooling, and over there and here?
Nah.
Well, let's just go. Okay, let's just start off by what did you were going to high school? I'm assuming it was like your last year, right?
It was, yeah.
So your senior year.
It was it was 10th grade over there, which is junior year here.
Okay, so you were a junior, and what high school did you go to?
It's called San Mateo Apostol.
Okay, and then when you came here,
I went to Colombian.
let's go. What? Yeah. Oh.
I graduated. Colombian.
Yeah, guys. This is my cousin, by the way. I didn't mention that, by the way. This is my cousin. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Collins Hill.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Did you play any sports over there?
I played hockey. I played hockey and I played soccer. But in the soccer team, they already had their team, and honestly, I was too lazy. I didn't like it, but I did get into the hockey team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't know.
As a goalie,
I did not know Collinsville had a hockey team.
I didn't either until I remember that I was walking with my brother. You know, between classes,
right?
And they had a poster. Like I still have the picture of the poster. Like, if you play hockey, blah blah blah. Please contact whatever. And we called, and that was it. We joined the hockey, and they were like, obviously, we were probably the only Hispanics in the entire league. But
they're like, what the hell?
We played like 2 seasons. with Collinsville.
And how was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's like we met about like man like the players people. They took us like if we were literally their own, because we were probably the only, like Hispanics and everybody.
Yeah.
We barely like we spoke English, but I wasn't as fluent as I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when someone would just talk really fast, I would be like,
what is
hold
this?
on,
Like,
let
Google
me go
Translate.
back and try to see what he was trying to say
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, but it was amazing.
Wow, man.
So cool.
So with the actual schooling, how was that? Cause like how many classes? For example, like we right here in at Collinsville, you had to take like what 5 classes during like that whole day, right?
Yeah.
Over there in Colombia, did you have like 4 classes a day, 5 classes? Like how was it scheduled, and like what were the differences?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So the schedules are somewhat similar
Okay.
per se in Colombia. So in Colombia, you have your fixed schedule. Now the difference is that you can compare the amount of students or the school size per se from here, the United States, which is free, to in Colombia, where you have to pay a lot of money to be in a private school.
Right.
So like my group in Colombia was probably 200, not even 150, 200 people, the whole class. Whereas here was like 1,000, So in Colombia, like you didn't have to leave your classroom. Like you didn't leave your classroom at all.
Rooms.
Oh, okay.
At all. The teachers
Like rotate.
rotated. So if like you would go in, and then if it was Monday, I mean, like I would say like 2-3 months in, you already memorized the schedule. So you already know what's coming up, what teachers are coming or whatnot. So, but you're always on your desk, like the entire day in the same room. Here you have to go to the teacher's like classroom for you to take the class.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, okay. But it's somewhat the same because like you already have your schedule here as well. Like, you have to go to chemistry.
Right.
You have to go to blah. So in Colombia, it was the same. It was like from 8 to 9:30 language arts, from 10:30 to 11 or whatever, algebra, stuff like that. So yeah. And then we always had breaks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What subject was the hardest?
For me, it was probably it was physics.
Well, that makes sense.
It was physics. And
can't
not
lie
to
to
mention like over there, like when I moved here, I remember going to my chemistry class, and that's probably going to be another question, but the difference on what like people see down in Colombia to here, like how advanced the education is in Colombia to here, it's
Really?
incredible.
Wow.
Like my mom, she's a teacher. She would actually see it, and she would like, I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe that people almost about to graduate are seeing stuff that you saw when you were like in 5th grade. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm like, why do you think I don't want to go to school?
No, seriously. This is just like a little playback.
It's like I saw the how do you call it, the periodic table. I think that was either 5th grade or 6th grade. I think, let's say 6th grade, because I'm sure that by 6th grade they were introducing us into like chemistry equations.
Oh.
Yeah. When I moved here, I got into my junior year here, and I went to my chemistry class, and the teacher was like, well, today we're going to learn the periodic table. And I'm like, fuck. All right. Can I go to the bathroom real quick?
He just never came back. Wow.
Never.
So,
That fucking sucks, dude.
like relearning the stuff you already did.
Dude, yes. Like,
Bro.
damn. Y'all are so advanced. I just don't think that. I feel like we just took a lot of time when it comes to getting educated, because a lot of people I guess they didn't care. I mean, a lot of people don't care, but I just feel like that's kind of, you got to build a strong base from your education in high school, I guess. But a lot of people just like they enjoy the freedom. But I don't know. It's just like listening to what it was like over there. I feel like it'd be a lot easier if the education, like what it is over there, was brought over here a little bit, because it's
Absolutely.
just they're just slow.
At least
Like,
the
we're just
system,
slow.
yeah. I have because I know somebody, and she was born here in the U.S., right? And she moved to Colombia in an early age, and she lived there with her mom for like a while.
Okay.
And the time she came here last year, she was undecisive to start college in Colombia or here. And she picked Colombia. I don't know if that has anything to do with like the education and how advanced they are or how slow we are.
Yeah.
So
I would say that it's not, I wouldn't say that it's slow here. I would say that it's just a lot harder because you can compare like how big this country is. You know, like Colombia is not even like there's states that are probably bigger than Colombia.
Yeah.
You know, so it's you have to take that. You have to think about that as well, because you're talking about like a lot of people, and a lot of people from different cultures as well. So they have to adjust the system too, and it's hard because it's free. It's free. Now, the school I went to was not free. It's not easy to get into a school like that. So that, you know, the education, those schools, it's probably a lot higher. Like the expectations from a student, they're a lot higher. So therefore, you know, it's a lot harder. But I still believe, like, if you go to a public school in Colombia, I still believe that the education is a lot better than the one here, 100%. And that's probably your friend. She probably saw that. She probably saw, you know, like the stuff that they are gonna teach me there. I will be able to, you know, they're gonna be a lot more useful to me in the future.
yeah.
Maybe, like, I don't know.
No, I mean that sounds about right, to be honest.
I have like a lot of questions about that too, because she said when she finishes her career and when she has that degree, she would bring it to the U.S. But what would be different with that? Like, would that degree impact her in a bad way or in a greater way?
I think that's more depending on the credits, like what kind of credits she gets over there, what kind of credits she can validate here, you know, and stuff like that. Because that's really what the companies, when you apply to a company, they're going to be looking at your resume. They're going to be, okay, so the college degree, it's business administration, but you know, there's a lot more to business administration. So what exactly can that person do that will, you know, benefit the company?
Since schooling's such a very important part of growing up and whatnot, I just wanted to know. So, since you came here at 17, like, what surprised you most about just the U.S. life?
I would say what surprised me the most was probably, and yeah, that's probably what surprised me the most. So it's probably what we were talking about earlier. It was the fact of how everyone just wanted to go away from their parents.
Right. Okay.
That's just something that I just don't understand, because I mean, again, the culture.
Yeah.
My parents are my parents.
Like, we grew up with, like, you know, you have to say like this with your family.
Exactly.
That's like the one thing like you always should cherish and you always have on your side. But when it comes to people over here, certain people, and when you hear them talk about their family, like, oh, I fucking hate my brother, fucking hate my mom. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dog?
Exactly. Like siblings fighting, like stuff like that. I'm like, I mean, it's okay, yeah, whatever, siblings fight or whatever, but I can guarantee you that there's not one Hispanic who would just know that's my brother. Like, that's it. That's my blood, you know? And I don't, some people here, I'm sure that they are. I have met some people who are like that, who are Americans, but you just don't see it as much, really, at all. It's always like, I just want to be by myself. I just want to be independent. I just want to do everything by myself. And that's okay, but like slow down,
Yeah.
slow down, because it's a long way to get there, you know.
Yeah.
So that's probably like, but I do like the fact how moving here, how much like more freedom I had. Like
Okay.
how much more freedom. And what I mean by that, I got my own car. I worked. I made my car payments. I had my car. So I was like, hey, every single time that we were going to go out or stuff like that, you know, like I have my car, I'm out.
You didn't have a car in Colombia?
And what we did, but you don't really need it there. Like
Right.
a taxi would cost you maybe $1.50, and you would probably get to the other side of Bogota.
Wow.
So every time that, you know, we went out and stuff like that, nobody, like you don't ever see people going out there and taking cars out.
Wow.
Ever. Because it's like if you live in Atlanta and you're going to go to a nightclub or a restaurant or something in Atlanta, if you Uber, it's going to be like $8, $7, $8.
17 maybe.
Well, nowadays I don't know, probably, but it's just, you know, finding parking, and sometimes parking is even more. It's like as expensive as a meal.
It's like $20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, like, no, I would much rather just not have a car. And that's how
makes sense.
Bogota is, you know. And public transportation over there, you know, you have taxis, you have like buses. Literally, like a bus can take you anywhere, in Transmilenio and stuff like that. So, like, you just see people walking. Like that's the other thing. Like, I used to walk miles every single day in Bogota. Like when I had my girlfriend over there, and she lived on the other side of the highway. Guess what? I wasn't gonna pay $2 to get there. I would just get up and walk.
So you know a little
people
bit.
walk. Yeah, people walk everywhere, and that's good. Here in Atlanta, in the city, you see people walking, but around here, like, when do you see people like actually walking, going somewhere, like to a gas station? I don't think I've ever walked to a gas station in this country. Not once.
I have.
Yeah, I think I have to.
I don't think if I have or not, but
I mean, that's just okay. That was like, let's say, you know, like from the pool to like Quick Trip. You know what I mean? That was like a little like half
but
a
that's
mile
something
walk.
that in Colombia. Okay, so picture this. You know my house, where my house is, and you know Kroger.
Right.
In Bogota, where I lived, our house, it's probably even less. No, it's probably more distance. The grocery store that we went to over there, it's Carulla. It's probably a little bit further than the Kroger.
You coming out on?
And we would only take the car if we were actually grocery shopping, that we need to put bags in.
Right.
But every single time that we needed to go to the grocery store for like 1 or 2 bags, guess what?
You get a step in.
And yeah, and stuff like that here doesn't happen. And that made me lazy.
Gotcha.
What aspects of the Colombian culture do you miss the most?
How everyone is just there to have a good time, man. Like here, I feel that everybody's just all about judgment. It's all about who you are in life, where you are in life. Over there, people are just people. You know, like no matter what, like there will not be one day or one night that you see people not having fun. And when I say fun, I don't mean like spending hundreds of dollars in a night to have fun. No, you see people on a side, like literally in a little store on a sidewalk with plastic chairs, a plastic table, drinking beer, laughing, just having fun. You don't see that here, man, because if you do that here, you'll probably get judged.
Yeah.
It's just different. That's probably what I miss the most.
Damn. So what do you think is that? No, sorry. What do you think is the biggest misconception that Americans have about Colombia or Colombians?
I don't think that they have it's more of the like history that Colombia has due to the, you know, obviously the cocaine, Pablo Escobar and stuff like that. But if you think about it, that's what when I moved here to this country, to the United States, back in the day, it was a lot different. Like people would literally see you different because you were Hispanic. Like that was just the way it was. Nowadays, being Hispanic is probably just you're cool.
Yeah.
You're just cool because you're Hispanic, you know? But it's because people nowadays, they have changed. Like it's not the way that it was back then when it was just Hispanics, you know, white people, Hispanics, black people. It's not like that anymore. Everyone has come together, which I love. And it's a lot different. But I think that the American people, because of all the shows and because of the drugs and because of everything, they have a completely different image of what Colombia is. Like, I've had people tell me, oh, so you're Colombian? Like, did you live in the jungle? Is it always hot over there? And I'm like, actually, no. Like, I lived in a city, a really nice city, if you ask me. And it wasn't hot at all. It's actually always cold.
Oh.
So, but again, that's all what they really know Colombia for. So I don't blame them. That's why, like, when people, you know, say stuff about Colombia, like, oh, yeah, man, I bet it snows there all the time, and the snow. And I'm like, we do have the best one. Like,
Yeah, you can't say no. I mean, it's true, but
there's a reason why everyone wants it.
yeah,
You know, but at the end of the day, like, no, you just don't know what life is outside of this country. That's really what it comes down to now. Look at nowadays, like, people just die to go to Colombia, to Medellin for a week. They pay money and they have all the fun possible down there. Why do you think they're doing that?
yeah. The people, the nightclubs, the women, the
Everything.
environment, the food. Oh
The
my god!
How welcome our culture is, regardless of the women and everything. Colombia, like, women will always be Colombia, beautiful women, man. Like, that's just the way to put it. They're all beautiful, but the people feel that like heat, you know, when they get there, that they feel that welcoming heat, that like energy. And that drives people in, man. That drives people in.
This makes me miss Colombia. Like the times I've been, man.
It's a lot of fun. I haven't been there in a while, but it's a lot of fun. I have to go back.
¿Cuándo vamos?
Cuando quieras, primo.
Está dando guayao.
All right, so then I mean that kind of just follows into, like, you know, are there any like customs and habits that you actually, you know, that you miss and you still follow in your daily life? Like, you know, when it comes to interactions with people and stuff like that, does that also like play a role into what we just talked about?
Yeah, I think that makes a person who they are, to be honest with you, because when I engage with someone, like at work or everywhere, like, I engage in English, obviously, but with me being Hispanic, if that makes sense. Like, everything that built me, my, you know, like, memories, just being Hispanic, because we do stuff differently because of the cultures and everything. I applied that, and I just, you know, like, I'm Hispanic, but I'm able to engage. So that's really what I do, I guess.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, it does. Like you apply it in your own way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, because I mean, like I said, like, no, like, you can't go to someone who lives like in the middle of nowhere, who barely knows outside of a 30-mile range from his house. You know, you can't go there and just, like, I'm used to doing this, doing that, because he's going to be used to doing stuff completely differently.
Well, yeah.
So it's more of like accepting the fact that, okay, yeah, there's stuff that we do different, but why don't we combine it to make something better? You know?
Yeah.
Like something like that. That's how I see things.
Wow, just something to think about.
Yeah.
It is something to think about. Wow. How would you describe the vibes, the music, and the food compared to here?
Yeah, that's completely
Oh,
different.
and the
Like,
social
that's-
life too.
And
Forget
yeah,
about it.
that's very different. I think that
Start with food first.
the food, yeah, the food is wow. I mean, like that was, I would say it didn't affect me as much when I moved here because I love hamburgers. Like and in Colombia I was all about McDonald's and El Corral and every burger place out there. I was all about burgers. So when I moved here I was all about burgers.
Food records.
But I know that, like, for instance, my parents, oh man, they suffered with the food. For me, it wasn't that much because my mom always cooked. So we always had Colombian food really at the house and everything like that. So it wasn't really that bad. But I do believe that the food, like healthy wise, in Colombia and everywhere outside the United States, is just a lot healthier.
Yeah. Honestly, it's different when you try
Yeah.
the food
It's
over
just
there.
very different. Like you can just eat there like every single, just nonstop eat, but you're eating good food.
Some people just come back weighing 10 pounds heavier, 20 pounds heavier, but it's just,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like everyone in Colombia, they even say like, don't go to the United States more than 2 weeks because you're gonna come back with 20 pounds more.
Yeah.
You're gonna come back 20 pounds heavier.
Wow.
So it's something, I don't know. It's the chemicals. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like natural when you eat over there in Colombia, and then here you
Completely
got like
natural. Like
just
when you
preservatives
eat
and all
beef down there, like if you go there and you get a filet mignon, like
still
the taste is completely different from what it is here.
a cow.
Because you can taste it's like meat. It's like
Okay.
this is meat.
Gotcha.
yeah.
But yeah, that was probably that everything here is already like frozen.
Processed, fried,
It's already-
dyed, all
yeah.
that.
I hate that.
Yeah. So what about the music?
Music, that wasn't, I don't like, when I moved to Atlanta, like rap was like the whole thing. I'm not into rap at all. But I like rock.
Oh,
I
yeah.
play guitar. So I always heard like American music when I was down there. So it really wasn't like a big thing for me.
Okay.
But at least for like Christmas though,
Right.
like allá arbolitos de Navidad.
No, see, and every time I hear those songs, it's like I get nostalgic. I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, because you feel it. It's
Bueno,
like,
el lunes,
that's
¿no?
your thing, yeah.
Monday. Monday.
We'll be singing those on Monday.
For sure. So when it comes to the social life, did you usually go to the clubs and whatnot? Did you usually go with a bunch of friends, bunch of females, guys, all like you just hang out with a big group, the group from school, the group from people you just met out, or you just like what? Like how did it go?
Here?
Yeah, no, in Colombia. Like
In
how
Colombia?
like a typical night, what would go down?
So it was always too much fun.
Like a
It's
typical
just
Saturday
always
night.
Too much fun. It always started Fridays.
Oh, okay, Friday.
It was always
pues,
Fridays.
claro.
Yeah, I used to go out. So I had two groups of friends. I had my group of friends from school, which are literally the people you go from kindergarten all the way to senior year.
Damn.
Like it's just a family, and I'm still friends with every single one of them, like
Damn.
brothers and sisters. It used to be Friday when we were underage, 17. None of us had an actual ID. Well, some of us had fakes, but there we knew of like nightclubs outside of Bogota, La Calera, which is like up on a hill, and that's where all the preppy like nightclubs were. So we used to gather at anyone's house, like a group of 8, 10 people, whoever was going. Then we would pregame over there because it's pretty easy to get alcohol there, even if you're 10 years old. Then we, would start drinking, we'd get tipsy. Then we would take taxis to the mall, Unicentro, because from there, a big bus would leave from there to the nightclubs, where the nightclubs were.
Oh, okay.
So we would get in the bus, would go to the nightclubs, would go there, just party till what? 3, 4 a.m., come back. Everyone like would eat something because a lot of people knew that a lot of drunk people would be coming back from the club. So they had like food trucks, everything just ready there.
Wow.
So you would get off the bus, eat, and then that was like a Friday night. Then Saturday, if I had hockey, I would go play hockey in the morning, feeling like shit. And then I would hang out with with my friends from hockey, and like we would go out again at night. Or it was just very easy because it's a city, and everything is so close, and you can just, like I said, pay $1, $2 for a cab, and you're good. Damn. Like that was all.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was over there. Here, you can't really do that.
No, you can't even get everybody at the same place sometimes.
It's not even on time. That's the one thing.
You can't do that. And then here, the problem is that you have your car. If you have your car and you're going to be driving, guess what? It's not that you can't have fun, because you don't have to drink to have fun, but you have to think about the fact that, hey, your friends are in your car, you're going to be driving. It's literally their lives in your hands.
Yeah.
And you're going to be drinking, and you're going to... So that kind of like, I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks, But over there, man, like, it's just fun. It's just fun. You dance with your female friends. You dance with... And it's just you and like your group of people, and just people having fun. And that's all.
Just enjoying your time over there.
Yeah, that's all. Like, and you don't need to be out in a nightclub. No, we can be at a house. We can be playing soccer, whatever. After the game, hey, let's go to the parking lot and drink some beer. Let's do it. It's just fun stuff.
So like the cops and stuff like that they weren't really like strict on you guys, or what?
Nah. The cops. I really never like had a problem with the police down there, ever, not once. But you just give them a $20 bill, 20 mil pesos.
It's a bribe.
And it's
Get
like,
on, go.
It's like, bye. That's, yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
And then here it's like life or death.
Did you try to bribe me?
Yeah, no. Here it's like it's like a movie. That's what I call it. Here's like a movie. They like, I don't know. Now here I've never had a bad like interaction with a police officer either. I've gotten pulled over and everything. They're always nice, so I really can't complain. But yeah, here's like a lot more intense. Over there, you're just like. Just talk to him. Yeah, you just talk to him. It's like,
they would join.
You just go away with it. Yeah, like literally. Oh, is this yours? Yeah, that's mine. Okay, well, now it's mine. Okay, that's fine. Can I go? Yeah, you can go. Thank you. Stuff like that.
Man.
They don't care.
Damn.
It's fun. It's a lot more. When we go, you will see.
No, that's what I was gonna ask you. So now, like when we go, do you think it's gonna be completely different from when it was before? Because times changed and just legal things, stuff like that.
Probably it's gonna be different, but I don't see how it's gonna be that much different. Like not in Bogota. Like it's probably this. Now, obviously, the places are changing and everything. Now, if you go out with me and my friends. Yeah, we might go to a nightclub still, but not like every single day.
Not Friday to Sunday.
I can't do that anymore. But
back in the day,
no, but it's the same. It's gonna be the same. And my cousins over there, your age, they have pretty much your age, so you're fine.
They'll
take care of you.
Yeah, no, it's gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So then, like, what's the one thing about Colombian culture or life that you think Americans should, appreciate more and like should understand and like know?
Americans?
Yeah, they should know about like our culture and whatnot.
How much like we are not only accepting people, but how much we welcome people into showing them our ways of living. How, like you know how we are.
I mean,
you know
yeah.
when you know how when, like, I mean, you can either you can even use Amanda as an example. Like, I introduced her to the family, and she fell in love with the way we were, like our culture.
Yeah, everything.
She went to Colombia. She was scared the first time, and she told me, and I was like, "It's okay. It's completely okay. But just wait, because it's
Just
nothing
enjoy, yeah.
that you like imagine."
Oh my God. No.
When she got there, the first thing she said after 2-3 days, with a maid, with everything, and we had a house to ourselves, maids, drivers. Like, she was, "I want to live here." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit."
Wow.
What do you think I bitch about United States all the time? Like,
Damn. Did you ever have to carry like a firearm or anything like that? No.
no, never. Mm-mm. And I'm lucky to say that I've never gotten robbed, not once. But again, I never put myself in that situation.
Right,
It's just
right.
I know people. I just know people, and then you know what? It's just a 5-minute walk. Well, in that 5-minute walk, you're gonna get jumped and you might get killed because they're gonna try to get your phone
Yeah.
off you.
Just like that dream you had.
Yeah. So no. So when it comes to just meeting people and just knowing people, like I kind of just come into just not people's lives. I just like try to talk to people and just like in a just more calming and just like welcoming way, like how we're accustomed to.
Yeah.
And it's just like you've seen a lot of the experiences and interactions that I've had with people, and I just make friends. Just like it's just like a friendly experience that you just meet people and you just connect with them. And sometimes I've like met and connected with people. I just met people and just connected with them on a very like very well like level, and it's just crazy because some of those friendships have led to like the best friendships I've ever had, and it's just amazing. I still have those people in my life, and I'm just grateful for having that the courage to just talk to them and just see what happens, and then here we are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I won't lie. From a personal standpoint, I feel like I make a lot more friends in Colombia than I did here. At least at the age I'm at.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because here, I always have that one, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a bit of an introvert when it comes to, like, being in the United States.
Yeah.
But over there in Colombia, it's like, I feel like I can talk to anybody.
Yeah, 'cause you don't feel like you're judged.
Yeah, it's like they want to get to know me and all that stuff. Some people I meet here, it's like, they just got something to say, or like they just don't want to tell me, or
Yeah, it's always, and you just, it's what you're saying. You don't feel like you can just go in there and just be you. Just be like,
yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
"What's up,
say
everyone?" Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like
Everyone's just
here,
like,
everyone is
little
immediately.
stink,
That's one. When I first moved here, that's one of the reasons, because I know exactly what you're saying. Because I was, it happened to me when I moved here. I didn't want to do anything because I was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Not because I don't care if people judge me or not. Like, I really don't care. But I just didn't feel like I don't want to try to be part of the group.
You don't want to try to fit in.
Exactly. So I was like, whatever. Like, I would just wear my hoodie, like my headphones, and walk to class, and I just wasn't there to make any friends. Like, I had my friends from Colombia. I didn't need anything else. I used to go to Colombia every 3 months, or every single time I could, just to be with my friends. So here I started being like that. But I joined like hockey, and with hockey, like that's when I started like meeting people.
Start to branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. But honestly, what also helped with that, I'm assuming, and I know, it's just video games.
I mean, for me, not really.
Oh,
but
fuck
for
you then.
everybody-
Okay.
Nah, nah,
Okay, shit.
Because like
Okay.
I already know everybody I play with.
Okay, that I understand. But connecting with people through video games, and it's just like you have a conversation with them, you just hear them, their personality. You don't know
create
what
a
they look
bigger
like.
bond.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
I
know
will
what I mean?
say that.
Because you're just hearing them. You're just talking to them. You don't know what they look like. You don't know what they've been through. You just talk to them, man. And that's literally it.
I feel like that was the main reason when we started this.
Yeah, that is.
Because
There you
like
go.
Yeah.
Matthew was that one of those guys that I would just only see in the classroom. But when we started playing more, I got to know him more.
Yeah.
And then COVID,
Oh,
do all
COVID
that.
was fire, dog. It was so much fun.
Well,
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah,
The fact that you
was-
could stay home.
that.
Yeah,
not do
honestly,
anything.
Jesus, I can't tell you how many hours I put into just playing video games
I don't
during
even wanna
quarantine.
hear, bro.
It's more than 100 something hours. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, we were like in the party on the PlayStation, and then we were just like, oh, we should do a podcast. You know, we talk about a lot of stuff. Like, just why not?
Interesting stuff.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then that's
I
how it
love
started.
that. I love that.
But
That's
you know,
pretty cool.
when did you start playing video games? And like, what video games did you start? Like consoles and whatnot.
Man,
Like, what?
Since I remember being alive, like
Oh wow.
I remember playing Atari when I was like maybe 5.
Wow.
It was Atari, and then I just went from there. Like the fact that I could control and get somewhere like digitally, it was to me like amazing.
It was like a portal to another
Like,
place.
yeah, so I was like, you know, it's pretty cool. Like I put myself in the video game. I'm like, you know, this is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also loved graphics. I'm all about graphics. So I remember Atari. Then it was I don't know, it was a Nintendo, but I don't remember. It was like the game, the cassettes. I don't know how you call those, but they were like gray and big. And that's when I first played my first Mario, and it went from there, man. Mario Bros. Just
Sent you off.
then the PlayStation came out 30 years ago.
Yeah,
Wow.
The 30.
30
Damn.
years ago, I had the PlayStation. I had the PlayStation 2, and I just went from there, man. Always playing soccer, like Winning 11. Well, no, it wasn't FIFA. It was Winning 11 back in the day. Then I didn't start playing FIFA until I moved to the United States.
Okay.
But it was always PlayStation for me. And then I don't remember why I switched to Xbox. I think one of my teammates from hockey had an Xbox, and I played Lord of the Ring games. And that was it for me. I was like, I'm an Xbox guy now. And it went from there. And I just, Xbox my entire life. Now I want a PC, but
Yeah.
but I don't know if I have time to like play video games the way that I used to. Like actually, I started playing today the new Star Wars game.
There's a new one?
There's a new one,
wow.
Outlaw, something like that.
Excellent.
Okay, love that.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
What's it called? So you guys, you know what's actually interesting? He's the one that got me to play video games. He's the one that introduced me to video games and like just in general.
He created this
First video game I played, he introduced me was Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare was the first one.
The Modern Warfare 1.
The one,
green one.
yeah, the green one,
right?
yeah. And then
One
after,
of the best games.
and then after that, my dad got the World at War.
Yeah.
And then you were just showing me how to play, and I was just like, oh, this is easy. I kept doing the campaign, and then that was zombies. Jesus.
Zombies, remember?
Yeah. And then we just kept playing, and then we went to a cabin one time. We went on a cabin trip to Gatlinburg. Guys, this was honestly one of my favorite trips of all time, like ever.
100%.
Literally was probably best memories. They had a pool table in there, had a hot tub. It had, that kind of started it too. Pool table, hot tub, like video games, like like it was the Godzilla game or whatever, and then had Pac-Man and all that.
Yeah,
and we brought the Wii. Dude, it was a blast. I will say that
we had an amazing time. That was probably, and we have to do it again.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Imagine a New Year's like party over there.
fuck. That'd be too
Everyone
crazy.
in a cabin. Whew,
Damn, that'd be too much fun.
I know.
Yeah, for real. But
Paloma Memo.
oh my god, I miss those two.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you guys, he created the sweat. Created this, you know. Why are you sad? You're a team player, right?
I am a team player.
All right, cool. Keep it like that.
There you go.
But no, it was really cool. He introduced me to a lot of games, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and that was just, man, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And Black Ops 2 came out, and we just started playing a lot. And yeah, I went from there. It was a really fun time. Okay, out of all the Call of Duties, which one was your favorite?
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay.
When they introduced the airport, the map with the airport with the planes, that one.
Terminal?
That was Terminal.
I genuinely hate that.
That was the best.
when you had
Call
the
of Duty.
mission and you had to mow down everyone.
You had to like kill a bunch of people. I was like, well, this is a little bit much, but that to me that was the best multiplayer.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the best multiplayer.
Black Ops 2 for me. That
I
one
never
right
played Black Ops.
What?
You never played Black Ops
This
2?
is the first actual Black Ops that I'm playing the new one. The 6.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But you've never played Black Ops? No Call of Duty Black Ops, not even the Black Ops 2?
I was a Modern Warfare guy only.
Not even Cold War?
I had Cold War because sometimes I play multiplayer with friends, but I didn't even like
Touch
get
it?
into
Yeah,
it.
I remember. Wait, but it was free though because you're on Xbox and you get all the
the
Call of
game.
Duties for free.
Now I do because of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by them, by the way. I mean, if you guys do want to sponsor us, bro, by all means, please, man, or PlayStation,
Son of a demon.
Sony, yeah, whichever one. I'll switch.
Yeah, but whoever wins is a race.
Yeah,
There you go.
Nike and
Might just get, like,
Adidas.
Nintendo.
I'm down. I'll be fine with
Switch,
that.
Wii.
Oh my gosh,
I would be down with that too. My
That's
kids
awesome.
love it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Just going back to, I have one more final question about Colombia. What was your favorite drink and dish?
My favorite dish in Colombia was baby beef.
Baby.
That's what we used to call it. It's churrasco.
Okay.
So it's like a big flank steak with chimichurri and French fries.
That is.
What about the
And a
Los
salad. That
Perros?
used to be my
my
perros calientes, the hot dogs, man. Like those hot dogs just... I still remember the name of the place that I always went with my friends when we were like just gone for the night after the nightclub. And we would always go to these 24-hour like little fast food stores.
Right.
Donde Beto.
Donde
It was the
Beto.
name of the... and you would pull up like in the taxi and the guys would just like run towards the taxi and like, don't worry about it, don't move, we will get you the food. And you would just pay them and they would bring you the food and you would give them like,
Damn,
a
that's
little
real
tip
fast
and
food.
stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And you could eat in the car and stuff like that. We would always take it to the house, but Donde Beto, those. And then they sold mazorcas desgranadas with chicken, beef, pink sauce or salsa
Salsa
rosada,
rosada.
like
Mixed up
you
all
name
that.
it,
It's
man,
so
you know,
good.
like literally drunk food. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Sounds good.
It's like the Waffle
I
House.
miss that.
It's the
It's
Waffle
like the
House.
Waffle House. It's literally like the Waffle House, or when you hit like a Taco Bell
Like
late.
those late nights.
Yeah.
Used to be Steak and Shake, but
Yeah, yeah.
So, what about your favorite drink?
My favorite, like alcoholic.
Nah,
drink or
soda. Let's just go.
soda?
Let's go like soda and then
Oh,
alcoholic.
or juice or
Oh yeah, whichever one.
The soda. Let's see, Cuatro.
Really?
Cuatro,
Wow.
or there used to be.
So good.
It's Toronja. What's Toronja? I forgot. It's not
you got me on
orange.
that one.
It's
Manzana.
tangerine.
Oh.
Tangerine, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is tangerine, but
It's tangerine. It's like a tangerine
It's like a
soda.
soda?
It's
Tangerine.
called Cuatro. That one, and they used to have an apple like manzana. All the manzana, uva, all of them are my favorite. But they used to have one that used to be named manzana leaf.
okay.
That was my favorite one.
Did it come in like the bottle? Like,
Yeah, the
yeah.
small bottle.
Wow, man. But you know what? That's actually a lot, dude. I really want to go now. It's like so bad.
all right.
Yeah, man. So, this is just a question about when you came to the States. I just wanted to know, like, what was your first job?
My first job, let's see here. I started working, well, with my uncle and with my dad. Mm-hmm. My uncle had the stores, but my first job was I was a linguist analyst for the government, a translator.
Oh wow.
Shit. Let us know a little bit about that. How did it go? How was the process of getting hired? Like, how did everything go?
Yeah, it was a long process. So what happened was that Amanda's dad, at the time, we were going to college, and Amanda's dad told me and asked me why wasn't I a translator for the DEA, for the government, because he used to work for the DEA. So I was like, well, what do I need to do, just to at least see what happens? And he gave me the contact information of of the owner of the company that had the contract with the DEA back then.
Okay, gotcha.
So because every year different companies they go through a bidding process to win the contract.
Okay.
So at that time, that company, the owner, his name is Christian. I still talk to him. Bill, Amanda's father, he talked to Christian about me. Then Christian called me, and that's when the process started. I had to apply. It took about a year for them to do all the background, checks and everything. They called my high school in Colombia. They called friends. I had friends like, what the hell are you up to? Like, why is DEA calling me?
What did you do?
I had to explain to them, like everything had to be, I couldn't be saying like, yeah, you're working for the DEA and stuff like that because, you never know, especially being Colombian. So, it took about a year. Then I started working, and for 15 years, I did that. I did that for 15 years. I translated for the DEA. I translated for ICE. Translated for HIDA, which is high intensity drug trafficking in Atlanta.
Wow.
For the Gwinnett police. They all know me because I've worked a bunch of cases there. And now I'm in the middle of getting the clearance for FEMA.
Oh,
shit. Okay.
So it was a very interesting career. I can't really go into detail about the stuff, but that's a lot of the way that I feel that I am nowadays is because of that.
Really?
It was a job where you have to engage in very different ways depending on what the situation is.
Okay.
And you have to know how to, be able to express your way.
With words, right?
So that definitely, that was definitely something that I'll never forget.
Wow, it's a memorable
15 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows the benefits of having those two languages.
Bilingual. And
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's as much, if not more, than a college degree. Like, I can tell you by experience right now, like in my company, they're letting people go like crazy. And the reason why they don't let me go, well, it's because I do my job, but it's because I'm bilingual. They don't have people who, can communicate the way that I can in both languages, just like that.
Yeah. We talked about it in the last episode a lot because I had an essay this semester actually about that. I had to argue why being multilingual was beneficial for careers. And
no, it's 100%, and it's
best.
something that I have to start working on with my kids because that, them growing up, if they already have two languages, imagine if they get a third one, like
Portuguese.
Well, it's gonna be worldwide.
So that's
Worldwide, yeah.
that's a really big thing to have. I would say that's a really big quality to have, especially in your resume.
Yeah.
Everywhere you apply, you're bilingual. Believe me, your page is gonna
Priority.
They're gonna
It's gonna go up
prioritize
to
you a
the
little
top.
more. Yeah,
no matter what. No matter what.
it's amazing. So, what do you do right now?
I work with different companies. So our company, it's called Alight, and we have different clients. And by clients, I mean different companies such as like Walmart, IKEA, and we help their employees enroll in their benefits, the benefits that they have through their companies. So everything that has to do with 401ks, short-term disability, long-term disability. If you had a life event where you need to add your kid or whoever to your policy,
Okay.
the status change at work, that means that you're going to be eligible for different benefits. So they call us and we help them with all that.
Okay. And is that remote or is that like in person or what?
Yeah. Luckily, it's completely remote. I've been at the office maybe twice. I went to pick up my laptop and for like a small meeting, for like a 1 hour meeting. And then we kind of had like a day where if you wanted to go and work from there just to see your friends kind of thing. And they had like pizza and drinks, like beer and stuff like that. So I went there and I worked from there that day. But other than that, 100% remote. I'm always home.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So nice, man.
It is
I
nice.
know, right?
It's very nice.
Hey, man, if you want to do that, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Do that.
Yeah, 100%. Let me know.
Sounds great. Wow. Damn. So, okay. So, when it comes to, how was the government paycheck like? That's what I want to know. Like, how was that?
It was very nice. It was very nice because at that time, like, I don't remember exactly how much I was making. I think it was about $35 an hour, but that was what, like over 10 years ago? So I was 20, 21.
Okay.
I wasn't even 21 and I was making $35 an hour. It was a really nice, really, really, really nice paycheck. I mean, I was making about $5,000 after taxes. Just working 40 hours a week and being 21. At that time, that was a lot of money. That's why I had the cars that I had.
Well, okay. Hold on. What cars did you have? Because the people that don't know.
Well, I had I don't know if you remember my first car was a Hyundai that actually was an Acura RSX.
I remember. Yeah.
And then I had to give it back because it had an engine problem. Then I got the Hyundai Tiburon that was like a sports car 2-door. After the Tiburon, I got the new Camaro. When the Camaro came out again.
Yeah, because of Transformers and all that.
Yes,
yeah.
I got the all black Camaro, and everywhere I went, people were just like,
"Nice car, dude."
Is that your car? And I'm like, yeah. Like
Yeah. Was it SS?
No, it wasn't the SS. It was one underneath. And after that, I got the BMW, the white one. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember.
That one.
Dude, no me acuerdo de todos.
And yeah, but it was all because obviously, I didn't have any kids back in the day, and it was just a nice paycheck. That's really what it was. Like, you don't have rent, you don't have anything going on. You have like $1,200 coming in every week.
What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow, that's amazing, man. So, what car was your favorite car?
My favorite car, to be honest with you, was. Let me see. I don't know. I like the Camaro a lot, but it was. Do you remember the Genesis? The
Coupe?
white Genesis? Yeah, the Genesis Coupe, the
uh-huh.
white one. That was probably the night. Like, it had the turbo. It was a 3.7 with
liter.
the turbo.
That was it right there.
When you just
Cuando arrancas.
yeah, when you can feel when the turbo kicks, and you're just like the little sound.
Hold on, wait. So were they all stick? Are they all manual?
The first 3.
First, okay.
It was the Acura, the Hyundai, and then I had a Mazda 3. Oh no, the Camaro. The Camaro.
I remember the Camaro was stick.
too.
Yeah.
I did not like that clutch at all.
Yeah.
God, it was so hard.
Really?
It's a muscle car.
Muscle car, yeah. You gotta be.
But the Camaro was nice, man. I took the Camaro to Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I remember.
Going through the mountain, those curves. Oh,
That was drifting like he was in Tokyo. Oh my gosh.
it was amazing.
I remember we went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and then I don't know why. I just have this vague memory. We were in the Camaro. We went to Dick's Sporting Goods. I was in the passenger seat. I was just playing with the cup holder because you just kept pushing it back, pushing it. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys love that car.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Camaro, man. I think that's probably why I actually like Camaros, but just certain ones though. Yeah, it was either so it was actually gonna be either 370 or it was gonna be a Camaro actually, which was crazy. I hate to say it, but yeah, I know, man. It was just the memory of it. That's probably what stuck with me the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, muscle cars. I don't know about that, but it's okay.
They're nice.
Yeah,
They're nice.
I mean, wow, wow.
Now I drive a dad's car.
It's still a BM. It's still a Beamer though. It's still a BMW.
Nice. I love it. It's like that car is not going anywhere. I'm in love with that car.
Fuck, dude.
Nice.
So if you could have one dream car right now, what is it?
My dream car would probably be just the one that I have. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted the X5 since it came out. But I would probably get the electric one.
Oh.
They have a full electric one now.
¿Y por qué?
I don't know. I think it's just nice.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to electric cars, they're not bad, but it's just like in an environmental sense, they're not bad, but I don't know. Just I want to keep it gas. You know what I mean? You could do a hybrid too. I mean, but it's just like, I don't know. I just like having just gas. I don't know. If you have an EMP, te hace todo el carro. You're kind of done.
That's true.
Well, I mean, any car because it's a battery, but you know what I mean? Just
only electric cars. Yeah, no, I get it.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. Your car powers off. You're like, well, I'm stuck here,
and then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. But nah, man. Honestly, we've had a blast. We appreciate you being on here. Taking time out of your day, just coming over here, just having a good time.
Anytime.
It's been fun. It's been a great time. Getting to know a little bit more.
Yeah. Colombian facts.
Literally,
Absolutely.
you guys get educated a little bit. We appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. Now, if you guys are on Spotify, make sure you guys give it a 5-star rating and make sure to download. All right. Now, if you are on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share with your friends. All right. It's been Matt.
It's been Chilo.
It's been.
Thank you all. It's been real.
All right, man. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.